Evergreen, Colorado, a mountain town just 45 minutes west of Denver, arguably faces the most challenging fire evacuation conditions in the state. The area is dense with pine forests, steep valley walls, and narrow, winding roadways. This topography, combined with increasingly hot summers, long-term drought, and sometimes fierce winds, make Evergreen one of the highest risk areas for wildfires. A Gazette analysis of U.S. Census Bureau population data, along with roadway capacity data, shows that Evergreen faces a high risk of congestion during an evacuation.
If you're looking at fuels mitigation along those roadways in some of the higher risk areas, they're smaller parcels, so you have to inherently coordinate across the landscape with neighbors. Looking at the map, this is a significant portion of homeowners within this area to coordinate and actually plan a project to mitigate the roadway.
More than 35,000 residents in the state's highest exposure area, in Evergreen, have only a few possible evacuation routes. Estimates that include more of the outlying areas put the possible evacuation total as high as 60,000 people.
They're inherently, one-lane mountain roads that would be a problem in an evacuation event, whether it's a tree coming over a road or a car accident when people are, trying to evacuate quickly.
In 2020, the Elephant Butte fire caused the evacuation of about 1,000 homes. It was extinguished quickly thanks largely to rain and humidity, but there were problems during the evacuation. Two Evergreen residents, John Putt and David Chapman, saw this firsthand and explained to the Gazette some of the issues the town faced during the 2020 evacuation.
And as you see these people walking up the trail here, one of the great things about Evergreen is all the open space we have. But with that comes congestion. So on the weekends, both sides of this road will be impacted by cars parked along the road, bumper to bumper.
Putt, a former San Francisco firefighter who recently won election to the Evergreen Fire Protection District Board, described some of the distinct issues facing Evergreen's main evacuation roadways.
All our roadways up through here until we get out to the kind of grassy meadow valley, obviously completely overgrown, trees dying. The density of trees is not going to support a healthy forest. And choke points like that are really too numerous to mention. That's why 100% of our evacuation roadways have some portion of non-survivable roadway, is how it's labeled within the community wildfire protection plan.
Part of the issue, according to Chapman, an Evergreen resident who has urged for more wildfire preparation, is that residents were in danger but didn't know it.
The most remarkable thing is so many people were not aware that they should have left. I was one of them. I hated to confess that. We took a seat over on above El Pinal, and we watched it, not knowing how dangerous it was. The major fires that occurred after that drove the point home. Don't hang around.
Local fire officials and the county sheriff and emergency management office have taken measures to promote wildfire evacuation preparation and say they have more planned for the future, though several residents have said they want change faster.